guys till now? Type it in the chat if you want to ask question. Okay, I'm in the main branch. Main branch is empty, I guess. I think it's there in the feature Docker branch. So click check out feature slash Docker. Okay, so now I got all the files here. You see to do project and everything. Okay, I have it here. So where is that file? DB project. Okay. So I actually need to install this, right? Cat requirements. Okay. Requirements.txt. Let me see what all is there. Okay, that's fine. Do I need to increase the font here or something? Okay. What I'll do is, so now here I am. This is the application that we'll try to do a CI/CD for, okay, using Jenkins. So first thing is, before doing the CI/CD, let's see if it is running perfectly fine here. Okay. So let me see. Let me install, right? Install -R. I'm installing all the required packages. Okay. So I have just two packages in the requirements.txt, Django, and this one is for the Postgres connectivity. Okay. Good package. So then all I have to do is Python manage.py run server. Okay. Now this one I can give 0 means it is show it on this one. Okay. Python manage.py run server, and I'm redirecting it on port 8000 in my local machine. Something is happening. Okay, it is saying starting development server, so it is running. So let me see here manually. So localhost :8000 is right here. So okay, sorry. This is running on to-do/list, right? Yeah. See here. So this is the application. This is our application. Okay. So, and if you see where it is connecting to, also, if you go to this, so this is Python related thing. I think you guys know better. But let me just show you. So I think in the settings.py, where is settings.py? Okay, inside settings.py, you can see in the databases section, we are connecting to this particular database 60505760. So this is actually running on Postgres. This is running on AWS. Okay, this is a Postgres server running on AWS. Let me show you that also. So I have this Windows machine, PG admin. You look at this PG admin, right? So this is the server IP 60505760. 60505760, username, password, and everything I have given. So we even tried last time. You remember? We tried connecting some PG admin and everything. Okay. So this is the same server. And okay, so now we are able to see here. Also, let's try doing something. Okay, this is actually trying to insert this data inside the Postgres server. That's all it's trying to do. Okay, so this would have happened here. Let me close unnecessary ones. Okay, so see, it actually added insert something. It happened. It's actually added. So all I'm trying to say is we are able to run this application locally. So now we are good to actually push this application, get this application onto Jenkins, build this application on Jenkins. Okay. So to do that, let's go ahead. We'll create a new item. Okay. So first thing we'll try to do again with the freestyle project. Then we'll come to pipeline later. Okay. So because you have to understand freestyle, you have to understand the flow before jumping directly to pipeline. Okay. So freestyle project, I'll call it as Python to do project. Okay. And this type would be freestyle at first. Okay, let's click on OK. Okay, and the description is fine. Okay, and here this is the most important part: source code management. So this means where is your source code? In the previous example, we had just written a hello world, so that didn't require any source code. So in this particular one, we need a source code. Okay, let's click on Git here, and I have to give the repository URL. Okay, so this is so normally how I did here manually, I did the clone from this. Okay, so the same thing I have to do. Click on code, take this URL. Okay, and in the repository URL, give this URL. Okay, and credentials. So it needs to authenticate, right? So how it actually authenticated from here? Like it didn't ask for any username and password from me, right? Because I have added an SSH key here in the repository. So there are multiple ways to authenticate, right? So in my case, I have added my laptop's key, okay, SSH key here. So that's why it didn't ask for any authentication. As soon as I hit git clone, it actually downloaded the repo here. But in our case, here I can actually do the same for Jenkins server, or I can give username and password. There are two ways. So credentials, if you see there is none, I'll go to here. If you see here, you will get a Jenkins credential provider. You can also find the same here or in manage Jenkins. Okay. Manage credentials. It's the same thing. Okay. I click here, Jenkins, the same page opens. So here, if you see, these are the global credentials. Global as mean for all the nodes. Okay. So in our case, just one node. So it means all the nodes. Okay. Kind is username and password or SSH key or secret file, certificate. There are multiple ways of authentication. Okay. Now what we are trying to do is we are authenticating Jenkins to GitHub. Okay. That's what we are trying to do. For now, let me give it as username and password. Okay. Scope, you want it at global level, means all nodes, items, all the slave nodes, or you want it to be at Jenkins and node levels only. Okay. So let's keep it as global. Okay. Username, I have to give my username and password. Okay. So this is for what? For GitHub. GitHub, right? Okay. Git username is secret. Okay, I have given it my password. So here, this is the ID. ID as in just the name. Okay. So this activates the GitHub, credentials, creds or something. Okay, this description not needed. So all I am doing is we are adding a global credential. Okay, and this is I have named it as GitHub credential. This is the username. This is the password. Okay, click on add. And here, if you click on the credentials now, you would see one GitHub cred. So this is where it will try to authenticate. So this is the URL, this is the username and password. Okay, so we have given, okay, enter doesn't spam validation. Please reload the page. Okay, this actually it takes some couple of minutes to actually authenticate. So as soon as you give this, right, it will try to authenticate and find out. Okay, let's give time. I'll go back to none. I'll go back to git creds again. So I think see this error is gone. Okay. So second time when it tried to authenticate, it was successful again. So you also have advanced settings and ref. Like I think we need this. Okay. And here, if you see branches to build. Okay. If you don't specify anything, which means Nothing. If you specify, it will take from any branch you want. But or you can specify any particular branch as well. Okay. So, for example, in our case, we are having it on what was the branch name again? In the main, there is nothing. Feature / Docker. I will give that. So branch name is feature / Docker. I don't know if there is a class again. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay. So this is the one. So all we try to do on this particular step is we'll take the source code from GitHub to our Jenkins build server. Okay. And build steps. I don't know. We'll just do an ls or something. Okay. Just do an ls and apply, save. Okay. So now you go back to dashboard. You will see two projects. This is the older one. This is the Python to do project. So I'll click on this. I'll click on build now. Okay. If we'll see what happens. So it is. If you see, this is the running stage. Okay. We can actually click on this. It is completed. Okay. Fine. I think it was successful. If you see here, anytime you run it, right, check the logs very carefully. Okay, because you understand what's happening. Building in workspace. Okay, so this where lib Jenkins workspace, this is the path it is trying to use it. Okay, using credential GitHub cred. So this is the one that we created. Cloning the Git repository. So it is cloning this repository here, whatever the repo